Hey, what's up, Turtle Riders? How's everyone doing tonight? Mic check, mic check. You guys hear me okay? Excellent. All right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Turtleboy Live Show. I'm your host, Uncle Turtleboy. We do this every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday night at 9 p.m. I think it was 9:00. Was it 9:06 tonight? I don't know who had that in the pool, or 9:07, but so you're going to need to smash that subscribe button. We're like 46 subscribers away from 18,000, so let's get that up there. Also, I've shared the link to the stream on Facebook, my various Facebook accounts. Clarence Woods Emerson is my personal page. Also, Uncle Turtleboy page and the Turtleboy Sports page. Altogether, I think they got like 65,000 followers. So that's not too shabby. We're getting back towards 100,000 after they've taken our page down with 112,000, but it happens. Also, get at me on Twitter at Uncle Turtleboy. Oh, no, that's one of my old Twitter accounts that I can't use anymore. At Dr. Turtleboy. That's me now. I'm at Dr. Turtleboy because if Jill Biden's a doctor, then so am I. You can also get me at Turtleboy Phone. Either one of those will do. You can't get at me on Instagram because we're banned from there again. We're banned from PayPal, banned from Venmo, banned from a lot of things. So if you guys like the program and you want to continue and, you want to, it's a self kind of crowdfunded thing. It's free, obviously, but if you want to tip the dealer, you can download the Cash App, which I highly recommend because Cash App's awesome. Cash App's like better than PayPal. I found Cash App because I got banned from everything else, but it's awesome. It's like been revolutionary as far as sending money, and they don't discriminate based on viewpoints. So my Cash App is $ Uncle Turtleboy. We're banned from we're banned from monetization on here too, of course. Duh. Because what aren't we banned from? That's what happens when you tell the truth. So the super chat function is no longer there. You can't do that. But if you do donate during the program, I will get an alert on my phone. I will read out pretty much whatever you say in your message. So if you want to give a shout out to your boy, maybe somebody cheated on you, maybe, your baby daddy owes you, share screen. Okie dokie. So my alma mater, Umass Amherst, the Umass, really. I hate saying Umass Amherst. It's the Umass. Did we just go from like 190 people watching to like 148? How the fuck did that happen? Okay, we're back. Oh, were we buffering there? All right, we're back, hopefully. Okie dokie. So this is a story about my alma mater, Umass Amherst, and a fraternity called Theta Chi. I lived in the fraternity next door called 𝗏𝗄𝘃 for 3 years there. The big reason I joined this frat was because I wasn't like a frat guy. I joined my sophomore year. I didn't have a car, and they were right in the middle of campus, and all junior year, everybody moves off campus. So I'm like, well, I'm going to be fucked. I'm not taking the bus like an idiot. So I joined the frat. And it was like, and you got the OCMP. The food, it sucked at UMass when I went there. It's really good now. It sucked when I went there. And so you got the off-campus meal plan, and you can, order whatever you want. It was pretty cool. But anyway, that's why I joined a frat. Thank you, Joanne. She says $10. Hopefully a dryer drops in Karen's tub. That's so cruel, Joanne. Be nice to Karen Cook. She's a nice lady. Robert Riley says $50. He says, for keep it up, Unc. I appreciate that, Robert. Thank you very much. Okie dokie. So, this fraternity next door to us, it used to be called Delta Sig, and then it became Theta Chi, I think my junior or senior year. We didn't much care for them, to be honest, because they were a dry fraternity. Meaning they don't have parties or, anything fun. We used to call them the Flanders, Theta Chi, Data Chi. But apparently things have changed since I graduated in 04 because they have big parties now. That's like what they're known for, I guess, on campus. And UMass isn't really big into Greek life like a lot of other big universities. Like I think like 5% of the the whatever is probably Greek. 5% of the population joins frats. Like you can have a great time in UMass without joining a frat. But anyway, but you can, and it is what it is. I like doing it. I would do it again. It was cool. But anyway, I guess they have big rippers now, and it's hard with COVID, which is just another story. They got in trouble, I guess, last year because they had parties, and you can't have parties because of COVID, which is like, it defeats the purpose of going to college. Now, anybody who knows anything about American history, especially the 1960s, knows that like the young people, like activism, anti-war movements, it all started on college campuses. Like the free speech movement started at Berkeley in the 1960s because they didn't like to have their, like, you're young. You're not supposed to want your rights violated. You're not supposed to want the man or the establishment to say, no, you can't do that. You're supposed to rebel against these things. But these poor kids these days, I sound so old saying this, but it's true. It's like they've lost their fight. Like they're like, yes, lock me down and protect me, daddy. Oh yes. Oh yes. Keep me safe. Get me vaccinated. Make me wear a mask and don't let us have parties. Don't let anyone have any parties. So but I guess Theta Chi was having parties anyway. Good for them, because you should have parties because you're kids and you're young and you only get to go to college once. So do it. And I guess other students didn't like this very much. And they've basically become snitches. And I guess they're on some sort of double secret probation. I don't really know what that means. They're allowed to take in pledges. So I don't know. But anyway, all of a sudden this weekend at Umass, I guess there was a party at Theta Chi. And there was some type of incident. This is what my sources are telling me now that I'm getting messages. Let me find this one message I got with the truth about this. They said that, because I'm like, where is this coming from? So there's all these allegations that someone was sexually assaulted, a woman was sexually assaulted in Theta Chi. It's completely baseless. We'll get into that in a moment. But I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, why them? Why not 𝗲𝗃? Why not one of these other frats? Like, why are they picking on this fraternity? Why would somebody just go online and make something like that up? And I'm like, and they said, nobody knows who's making this all up. A source is telling me. All anonymous YikYaks. Now, YikYaks, remember YikYak? A lot of people are like, is that TikTok? No. YikYak was big like 5 years ago on college campuses. I used to write about it, and then it died. Like I haven't heard of YikYak in years because they got like Instagram became bigger and Snapchat really became the big thing. But YikYak was just, it's a stupid messaging app. Basically, it's not even real social media. And I guess it's back. I don't know. Somebody wrote on YikYak, I got sexually assaulted at this. Now, I haven't even seen the screenshot of this allegation. There's certainly not a name because it's an anonymous app, which means it's not nobody who takes themselves seriously would consider that legitimate. Like it's basically a burn book. And so the source tells me, they said that all anonymous YikYaks extends there was some sort of fight at Theta Chi on Saturday night. Cops in the ambulance came, left without much of a scene. That's pretty standard. I mean, you can't, if you have like hundreds of people there at a party, like these parties too for fraternities are also money makers. Like we really couldn't get that drunk at parties. We didn't like parties that much because it's like, it's your house and you're letting all these strangers in and you're charging them $5 a head to get into. And for all the warm, Bush Light that they can drink, or Beast Light or Milwaukee's Best. I don't know if people still drink that, but you want them in and out. But the problem is they're all freshmen usually. And this is like one of the first weekends UMass is open. So it's going to be a lot of kids there, wild shit. And it's mostly dudes. I'm gonna be honest. These frat parties are like mostly dudes because anyone could go. They're open to the public. You just have to pay $5 to get in. And so a lot of these are sausage fests. So I guess, things get rowdy. Sometimes there's fights, usually not involving the brothers because they're more like crowd control. But there was some sort of fight there. And the cops in the ambulance came and they left without much of a scene. But bystanders saw that someone assumed or purposely was trying to mislead sexual assault because they saw the police there and an ambulance. And so they started talking shit on YikYak. This is how rumors get started. They see police there. They see an ambulance and they assume, someone got roofied. Call the cops. There's been no named victims, no named offenders, no named witnesses, and no named accusers. And of course, there's absolutely no evidence because there's no victim. It's like, for all we know, I went on YikYak and I wrote that. Or some feminist, whoever, like somebody with a Anyone in the world could have written that from any location. I don't know why they would pick this fraternity to pick on, but maybe somebody doesn't like them. I don't know. Either way, no person who wants to be taken seriously would ever consider that like legitimate. And apparently this led to like other people saying it turned into a Kavanaugh thing. We all remember the Kavanaugh bullshit from 3 years ago. That should have been the warning, what we saw with the Kavanaugh thing. These hysterical feminists screaming at the top of their lungs about, I'm a survivor. I was, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. It's unfortunate. I don't know what that has to do with Brett Kavanaugh and this made up story from 36 years ago. I get it. I'm sorry that you were sexually assaulted. I don't know you. I don't know your story. But that has nothing to do with this man. And so whenever this happens, all, these women come forward and they're, I'm sure some of them are legitimate, but I'm sure some of them are not too. Let's be honest. Like every single woman is a survivor. All of them. Every single woman's like, I've been raped. All of you. Not a single person. I've yet to hear from a single fucking person who's like, oh, I'm not a survivor. I wasn't sexually assaulted. They all were. They all claim to be. I'm sorry. I don't believe you all were. Some, yes. Not all. And call me old fashioned, call me crazy. I like proof. I like evidence. I like due process. I think these things are fundamentally American. Like when the founding fathers created this country and created the Constitution, they're like, we cannot have a Constitution without a Bill of Rights. There need to be, specific things in there to protect us. And all of those, like the first 10 things they thought of, like most of them have to do with due process. Most of them have to do with rights of the accused, criminals. Fourth Amendment protects you from illegal search and seizure. The Fifth Amendment, you don't have to testify against yourself in a court of law. A lot of these things have to do with that. Protecting your rights, right, from government intrusion. These are important. These are really important things. And we should all be happy for these things, because what if it happens to you? Do you want a tyrannical police force to be able to just search your car or search your, house on a whim? Like, we want to look in here, so we're going to go ahead and just search your house. No, dude, that's my shit. You can't go in there. No, answer. Like, did you, I don't have to incriminate myself. You can't do that. These are important things, but they don't matter. The one thing it doesn't matter on seems to be sexual assault. Like, if somebody accuses you of rape, all of your rights magically disappear. But in this case, there was no accuser. That's the most remarkable. At least with Kavanaugh, there was an actual breathing human being who came to Washington, D.C. and testified in front of Congress and made $1 million off a GoFundMe. But that's another story. But at least she did that. With this, nobody's saying anything. Like, there is nobody. There's nobody. So, this is like literally the whole story that people posted about. To everyone asking what happened, the Theta guy brother apparently sexually assaulted a woman this weekend. Apparently. Which brother? Doesn't matter. Because to the mob, all of these people are the same. Every fraternity brother to them is the same person. You're just you're a white guy. You're living off of daddy's money. They love to say that as if fucking it's like dues for a fraternity are like $200. Like, trust, it ain't much. There wasn't a lot of rich kids in the frat. Like, and it's a state school. Like, what do you think of this? Ain't Duke. Relax. So they're all mad, and they look at you like, if you're a white male fraternity student, you're like the enemy already. Just by existing, you're already the problem. They don't like you. If anyone accuses you of anything, the mob will believe them, the accuser, without any evidence, because you're the bad guy. You're already the bad guy. You just look at you. You're bad. You're the villain in every Lifetime movie ever. You must be bad. So he goes, it caused a domino effect of women confessing anonymously on apps like YikYak and Reddit. And there's the other thing. I don't give a fuck about Reddit. Reddit is filled with some of the most baby soft assholes I've ever encountered in my life. And luckily all of them are anonymous for good reason, because they say the stupidest shit that they would never, ever, ever attach their name to, because it's embarrassing with the things they say. It's stupid. They'd be ashamed to say these things, but they get on Reddit and they have some username and there's no like avatar or anything for a picture. It's just such a stupid platform. I've never embraced Reddit. Dumb. And it's anonymous. So no serious person takes any of this seriously. And others have done this in the past. People protested outside of Theta Chi for a few hours because Umass administration has repeatedly let it slide. Let what slide? Let's be clear about this. Umass administration is some of the most woke, leftist, liberal people you could possibly encounter in the world. Umass Amherst administration, a college in Amherst and a state school. You're going to get some of the most liberal people possible. They want to side with the accuser. Not the accused. They want to side with the accuser. They will give them all deference, just give them anything to work with. Like Christine Blasey Ford, she had nothing to work with. They're like, well, it doesn't matter. She said it happened, so at least we have that. They got nothing to work with here. Like, what do you want from UMass administration? There's no accuser. There's no accuser, period. If you get sexually assaulted, I'm sorry, but the person that you're accusing has rights, period. They're American citizens. They have due process rights. This can make you mad. This can make you sad, but you do not want to live in a world. Ask Emmett Till. Ask Emmett Till. 15-year-old black kid from Chicago, accused by a woman of being, a little bit creepy, sexually harassing her. And this was all that this mob of white men needed to lynch him, to murder him in the most gruesome way possible. That's it. You want to live in that kind of world where Emmett Till's, that's how we're just going to believe women no matter what? No due process. Fuck it. Just kill them. Because that's literally what these people want if they ran the world. That is how it would be. So, for a few hours, because UMass administration has repeatedly let it slide. So again, what the fuck is UMass administration supposed to do? Who are they even supposed to suspend? And the answer to them is like, just shut it down. It shouldn't exist because they don't like what you stand for, a fraternity. Fraternities, yeah, they're party places and stuff, but they actually do things too. Like people are like, what's the point of a frat? Like they do philanthropy, right? They do work in the community. Like there was shit like that. Other people, I didn't do it. Other people in the frat did it. But they do actually do good shit from time to time. But yeah, ultimately it's basically a social club for dudes and there's nothing wrong with that. Nor is there anything wrong with sororities, which are kind of like the opposite. They don't have parties there. Their houses are lovely. And you would think, 40 women in a house like that, good luck, but they function as well. Anyway. So yeah, that's literally all that happened. Also, accusations keep being removed from YikYak because of reports. So the accusations are no longer even there, likely from frat brothers. They don't know that. Makes sense considering frat members organized harassment and cyberbullying campaigns when people reported parties last year during the midst of the COVID outbreaks. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, good for them. If you actually reported a party for a COVID outbreak, you should be ashamed. If you're like a 19-year-old who like, hello, 1-800-DEAN-WORMER. Yes. I would like to report a party at there's like 40 people there and I don't think they're socially distancing. Oh yes. Yes. I don't even think they're vaccinated, nor are they wearing masks. Yeah. Okay. They could be spreading COVID. Yes. I'm aware that nobody our age really dies from COVID. And it's really just a thing, that affects the morbidly obese, the elderly, but I'm very, very worried about outbreaks. Please. Yeah. If you do something like that, guess what? You deserve to be cyberbullied. We need to bring back bullying in that case. You should feel fucking shamed and humiliated and deterred from, behaving in such a manner. It is shameful, but I don't even know if that did happen, but it should. Anyway, they created a change.org petition to shut down the fraternity. How many people have now signed this? Let's see. We are up to 22,301 signees. It's a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, it says, you're reading some of the comments on here. Believe victims and protect women. So they're serious because they used all caps. Whatever the fuck that means. Believe victims. But what if you're lying? What if they're lying? If they're lying, then they're not a victim. So how are we supposed to believe them? Awesome slogan. Cool slogan. You've obviously thought that one out. So here we are again. A bunch of horny, greasy, smelly, 𝗧𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 on the prowl for some easy lays. Newsflash. That's like every guy in college, not just the 𝗧𝗃𝗃𝗃 guys. Like I would assume. Like what guy in college isn't horny? I mean, greasy and smelly, take it easy. Okay. But on the prowl for some easy lays. Yeah. And I hate to tell you that, but like women are on the prey for easy lays too. Yeah. Women's liberation. Yeah. Women are horny too, believe it or not. And there's nothing wrong with that. God bless America. They walk into the frat and all you see are inbred, cross-eyed, drunk, wannabe giga-chads with the worst underbites you will ever see, rocking half chubs over the straight twos that flocked to this to this ungraded brothel. And utter disrespect to the world, especially Umass. I will be the first to sign the petition to blue ball or whatever. I mean, this stuff goes on at parties. You don't think this is happening in Puffton Village and Hobart and other places? Of course it is. People are partying. Funny that UMass punishes students more for getting COVID than sexual assault. I will say this. This fucking school last year, this is the same school that expelled 2 girls for taking a picture of themselves in Hobart without masks on outside. I hope those girls sued. I never heard what ended up happening with that story, but I agree with you there, buddy. That is fucking ridiculous. But in that case, they had photographic proof. And if they had anything resembling like that, this fraternity would no longer exist. But they have nothing. So here are some videos of what happened outside. This is all taken on YouTube. This is taken from right outside. Now, this would be the person who filmed this was standing on my lawn at 𝗏𝗃𝗃, facing that way. And we used to share a parking lot with these guys, and we were very specific about who got what spots. And they're just tipping over a car. Now, I found out later, this car doesn't even belong to a brother in 𝗧𝗃𝗃𝗃. It doesn't even belong. There's like borders. We had borders in our house just to like fill up extra rooms and make money. Just have people who weren't in the frat, they could pay to live there or whatever. This did not belong to a brother at 𝗧𝗃𝗃𝗃, so my sources tell me. Watch what they do. Where are the police?
Like 7 people.
Did I freeze? Okay. So where are the police for this? That's what I'd like to know. Like, why aren't the police there when a mob is there? Every single person involved in that should be expelled from the university. But you know they won't be. You know they won't be, because rioting is okay when you're mad. That is the precedent that was set with Kavanaugh when those crazy hens were clucking up a storm and stopping Jeff Flake in elevators and yelling at him about their victims. Like, that guy gives a shit, or like has anything to do with anything. Or, of course, more recently, George Floyd. Like, it became literally like the New York Times wrote stories saying like, yeah, riots are okay because people are mad. Don't you know? They've tried the peaceful protest thing. It didn't go their way. And so they didn't get their way. So now they get to burn shit. That's how democracy works. When you ask for something and then you don't get it, it's okay then to just burn because you did ask. But now that you didn't get what you wanted, so now you get to destroy other people's property. And it's okay because of the way they frame it. We're going to see, which never gets old, some of the excuses they have for this. Here's another one. This is like the aftermath of the... I mean, look at that. Fuck that car. They trashed all these cars.
Fuck yes, let's go. Let's go.
I mean, I see pictures there. Like, who's this kid? Anyone know this kid? With the...
Fuck yes,
See, he just threw something there. Okay, this guy. I want his name. Anybody watching? I mean, he looks like he's from New Jersey, obviously, or Rhode Island, one of those two. Somebody's got to recognize him. And what's he doing? I mean, what is this guy doing? Like, this guy is the rapiest guy I've ever seen in my entire life. That motherfucker rapes some people. I'll tell you right now. He's projecting. That's what he's doing. He's like, oh shit. If I yell fuck rapists and throw rocks at 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, then no one will suspect that I'm a rapist. And I can go on raping some more. So I want to know who this motherfucker is. I want to dox the fuck out of him. I want to find out who his parents are. I want to find out who his sisters are. I'm going to put all their faces on the blog. I'm going to turn my profile picture into his fucking mother. That's what I'm going to do. Enough with these fucks. They think they can behave like this. Throw rocks at people. Those windows were broken up there. They're treating these people like the brothers in this house like they're subhuman trash. No, they're human beings. They have rights, and they did nothing wrong, nor have they been accused of anything by anyone. Things appeared on a fucking YikYak. That means absolutely nothing. But this guy's here. He doesn't give a fuck about anything. He just wants to riot. That's all he wants to do. And this is an excuse to do it. So he's going to do it. And he's like, oh man, maybe some chick will see this and she'll think I'm down with it. You don't want to see the chicks there, dude. Nope. This ain't going to get you laid. I know you think it does. You're not. Plus, you wouldn't want to sleep with any of the chicks that would be impressed by this. Trust me. Anyway, as you see, there's some broken windows, etc. The police finally get there, and this upset them. So check out this video. Oh my God, this one. Watch this. So these guys, to their credit, go outside to put up the American flag outside of their house, which is nice to see in general. You hardly see that these days. And the mob is out there. And they're chanting at them and booing them. And they've done nothing wrong. They haven't been accused of anything. Let's not forget, by the way, Duke Lacrosse. Are these kids too young to remember Duke Lacrosse? That was when I was in college when this happened, or the year after. 3 innocent kids, or 2, it started with 2, were accused, made up by a stripper, saying that they raped her. And they were the perfect villains because they look like the 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 kids. They're white. They're 20. Some of them look douchey. They're easy villains. And the 2 kids that they first picked on, this was all, by the way, the Duke thing was all by some district attorney, elected official in a majority black county. And the victim was black, looking to win the black vote. That's all that was. And so he knew that they were innocent and he tried to string them up anyway. And then they went too far and they accused a 3rd gentleman from the team of that. And it backfired from there because that kid wasn't fucking around. And he's like, you've all been fed some fantastic lies. And it all started coming across there. But these kids don't remember that. But it was the same thing. Or more recently, University of Virginia, 5 years ago, one of the great rape hoaxes of all time, the UVA rape hoax. Look that one up. Rolling Stone wrote a whole fucking story told by an anonymous, mentally deranged woman who was mad that some guy dumped her. And it was all made up. All made up. And they shut down the frat. They shut it down because people believed it and it was all made up. And nobody ever gets any, like, once you find out it's fake, nobody ever says sorry. Nothing. And so these guys know that this is a hostile mob out here. And to their credit, they're like, we're going to put up the American flag because that's what we do. It's our house. And good for them. And there's just something about this video. Watch this. That just pisses me off. Watch what happens. Boom. Again. Boom. Dude. His head, like, go watch his head. Boom. Like it knocks him. It hits him square in the head. And listen to the reaction after that happens. Animals. And look at this fucking cunt. Find me her name, please. Find me Sign Girl's name. Oh, she needs to be fucking doxed hard. We need to know everything about her. Get me her name, please. Somebody get me her name. Fuck this shit. This behavior needs to be deterred. This is what I exist to do. Deter behavior like this. Oh, Turtleboy's mean. Turtleboy will come after my family. Yep. You're fucking right, I will. You're absolutely fucking right. And guess what? You'll think about doing that again, won't you? Behave better, make the world a better place, and maybe I won't have a reason to exist. Get me her fucking name, please. I mean, this is horrible. Imagine seeing another human being, an innocent person, getting hit with a fucking bottle full of some substance. And your reaction isn't to go up to them, make sure that they're okay. Your reaction is to virtue signal by bringing your homemade fucking sign up to them. Be like, look at my sign. Rape is bad. Oh, no shit, huh? Rape is bad? I didn't fucking know that until you took a fucking crayon out on a CVS fucking 30-cent poster board and wrote it out. Thank you, white girl. Thank you very much for clearing that up for me. I mean, the reaction of this mob, they love it. They love it. They loved watching somebody else. They don't care who that person is. They don't care if he's, got a family. They don't care anything about him. They don't care if he's done any good for the community. They don't give a fuck. It's what he represents to them. He represents white fraternity life. They fucking hate that. They don't care who he is. They just see him as a symbol of evil. And it's okay there. He's not human. It's okay to fucking hurt him. That's how they think. So that's what they do there. Look at the aftermath of this shit. I mean, Jesus Christ. So, and you saw a lot of this comment on here, right? I don't condone property damage per like rape, but she goes, like rape, PTSD, long-lasting issues because of scum are more important than property damage. This is what they do, as if it's a fucking, oh, it's okay. Well, I'm not saying rape. That's like saying, well, rape is bad, but murder is worse, so it's okay to rape. What? Well, rape is bad, but, like stealing's bad, but rape is worse, so you can steal. This is illogical. This is the thinking of a child. No adult can possibly think this, but an entire political party basically has. Embarrassing is the students who roofie and rape students. And then, first of all, nobody's getting roofed. What is this roofie thing? I've never heard, I don't know any, I've never heard of anybody roofing anyone. Like, where do you buy a roofie? What does it look like? Roofie? You don't need to roofie girls. Everybody at UMass is drunk anyway. They're roofied on Keystone Light. Everybody's roofied as it is. Exactly. Brett gets it. Burn them out. Like everybody there is drunk, making poor decisions. That's kind of like what college is all about. Duh. 22 News spoke with a student involved in the protests who asked to remain anonymous. It was chaos. But in our minds, at least in the minds of the people who are vandalizing and all that, it's deserved because we're tired. They're tired, guys. He's tired. It's okay to destroy someone else's car. Why? He's fucking tired. He needs a nap. He's been protesting and he didn't get his way before. So now he's tired. So now your property gets to be destroyed because he's tired. Don't you get it? I would fuck the news for like making this person anonymous. I want to know where he lives so I can go to his mother's house, slash all her fucking tires, egg her house, and be like, bitch, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of the masks. I don't want to wear masks anymore. I tried peacefully protesting. I went to the school committee. I gave a speech. I was civil about it, but I'm tired now. Time to slash tires. Time to go Carrie Underwood in this bitch. Let's go. We have tried for a very long time to get these things resolved, but they wouldn't listen to us peacefully. So we have to resort to this. Or you could just, be a civilized human being. Nope, can't do that. And listen to the language I saw on Reddit, right? Again, I don't know who the fuck these people are because there's this stupid social media app. You don't need to file a police report or investigation to believe survivors when they say they've been harmed. Oh, okay. Yeah. Who needs investigations or police reports? If a survivor says that she was raped, then she was raped. Except in this kind, we don't even know who she is. We don't know if she is a she. We don't know if she's some freaking person in China or, I don't know, somebody trying to sabotage a frat. Who the fuck knows? I believe survivors, figure out the rest later. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, just for now, we'll just burn shit. Not evidence. This is a good one. But some freshmen in one of my classes today were told before this all went down to avoid 𝗍𝗃𝗃𝗍 parties because they're the rapey frat. Oh, So the reputation is there. So that's it. A friend of a friend said that they're rapey, so therefore it's true. Whatever the fuck that means. Anyway, so the next day, oh, wait, I actually showed that video of them going out there and doing a flag thing, right? Yeah. Anyway, so they were cheering all this on and blah, 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 blah. And then these two, find me their names, please. God, I fucking hate them. They put their stupid sign up. They took the American flag down, probably burnt it, I assume. How to prevent rape. Don't rape. Done. Okay, cool. Now look at this insurrection. So I don't know why they filmed it like this, but this was crazy, this video. Watch. So this is them in the parking lot. So 𝗏𝗏𝘃𝗀 is on the left, or the top in this case. 𝗏𝗏𝘃𝗀 is on the right, or the bottom, or whatever. And they have like a volleyball court in their backyard. And watch, they have like a fence in their backyard too that separates the volleyball court from the actual backyard. Watch what they do here. This is insane. What the fuck is that? Gunshots? Look what they're doing. See somebody throw that over? Look at that person kicking it. Find me names. Give me her name. Give me their name. I want all their names. Every single person involved in this should be arrested, expelled from school, and doxxed. And their parents should be put on blast for raising such horrible, disgusting wastes of space. The fact that they think this is okay is a reflection on their parenting or lack thereof. And their lives should be destroyed for doing this, because they are trying to destroy the lives of every single person in that house. And they're literally trying to break and enter into them and destroy their property. This is fucking insane that this can happen in a civilized country, never mind a college campus. Absolutely insane. Yeah, they should be kicked out for their cinematography skills alone. I agree with that. What if it was your sister? What if it was? My mom? Who's going to rape my mom?
What if it was your sister? What if it was your sister? What if it was your sister? What if it was your sister?
This is mob mentality. These are just people who just alone, not a single one of them would feel emboldened to do what they're doing. Not one of them. But together, they feel unstoppable. And so this happens at night. Oh, good one. Good one, guys. Real original. I swear, these kids think they're so edgy because they say fuck and everything. Fuck rapists. Fuck rape culture. Fuck the patriarchy. Oh, you're edgy. Oh, I didn't know. I knew you didn't like the patriarchy, but then you said fuck patriarchy, so I know, oh, you mean business. Yeah. Abolish frats. Abolish this nut. So there they are out there doing their thing, holding their cardboard signs, and they actually dox the president of the fraternity. I at least put him out, and they said Umass affirmations, who joins the mob. There's some Instagram account that's, you know, normally like fun and stupid shit, I guess. But now they're very concerned because this is cool now. This is a mob thing. They've joined the mob. It's so easy to go along with the mob. It's so fucking easy to go along with the mob. It's hard to stand against it. That takes actual bravery. But they said, hi, I got a video of the fraternity president threatening the protesters with a wrench in his basement tonight. Good. Good. He should. First of all, he should have a gun. I don't know if guns are allowed at UMass, but I would be like, have a gun. If you walk through this fucking gate, you're going to die. I'm going to blow your fucking brains out. And no one else ain't coming in after that. And y'all gonna learn quickly, motherfucker. I bet you that's how it works at Theta Chi fucking Texas or Theta Chi Oklahoma. You'll think twice about that. So, yeah. Oh, God forbid he defend his house. Oh, no. Can't have that. He's the rapist. Oh, because they said it was so. So whoever runs this account has thousands of followers. They don't give a fuck if it's true or not. Some anonymous person, they're like, yeah, he's the rapist. So he is. Here's his picture. Put it out there. Okay. You know, another person says, there's absolutely no reason why the police, and so they're mad at the cops. There's absolutely no reason why the police should be called when people are protesting over keeping our campus safe. You're not keeping the campus safe, dumbass. You're making the campus violent. You're literally trying to hurt people. You assaulted a fucking guy in broad daylight on a busy street. You're trying to break into their house. You're flipping cars over. You're breaking windows. Everything about what you're doing is unsafe and violent. It was a disgusting representation of the police exist for situations like this. It was a disgusting representation of the police in Amherst as they felt the need to protect men who would rape their sisters, aunts, and nieces with no hesitation. Oh, okay. Repeated allegations aren't allegations anymore. Yes, they are, but there are no allegations because it was on Yik Yak. They are the truth. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. That makes sense. This is how they actually think. So the chancellor, whose name is 𝗏𝗄𝗆, the name is fucking 𝗏𝗆. Are you kidding me? 𝗏𝗆. You got to be kidding me. 𝗏𝗆𝗍𝗂𝗄. Oh, God. Okay. 𝗏𝗏, whatever. Probably makes way too much money off of your tax dollars. And he's got to respond to this now. So what's he going to say? Now, the mob, I could tell you right away, no matter what he says, the mob will not be happy. Don't try to appease the mob. The mob does not want to be appeased. The mob wants to be perpetually angry. That's literally why they exist. To be offended and upset about everything all the time. So stop trying to please them. You cannot please them, no matter what you do. But he's going to give it a shot anyway. And he says, UMass Chancellor 𝗏𝗏 said the allegations of sexual assault prompted an outpouring of concern and outrage among students and called them deeply troubling. What allegations? There are none. Let me be unequivocally clear. We condemn sexual violence of any kind and are committed to providing a robust support services to survivors and to vigorously investigating all allegations of sexual assault. There's only one crime committed here. The crime of, well, multiple crimes actually. Assault, breaking and entering. Rape ain't one of them. Rape is not a crime that's being alleged right now. Rape did not happen. The other things did happen, and they're on film. Do you have any comment about that? Do you have any comment about that? Because that's what I would say. I mean, that's what any rational person would say if they were the president or the chancellor in this situation is like, okay, the riots need to stop. The violence needs to stop. Any concerns you have are immediately delegitimized by the way you're acting. If you want to be taken seriously, then act like a civilized human being and not a savage animal. The chancellor added that no victims or witnesses have come forward to file a complaint. Yeah, that kind of, matters. Or report the claims that have been made on social media. He encouraged members of the community to report incidents so that they can investigate. And the fact that this has happened and not a single person, like when Kavanaugh happened, it was like a floodgate for more fucking, fake women to come forward, be like, I was raped like Julie Swednick. Oh yeah, sure you were. Oh, I sucked everyone off. Everybody ran train on me. And my creepy porn lawyer here, 𝗏𝗏𝘃𝗀𝘃, he agrees. Yeah, believe me. The fact that all these people are accusing Theta Chi and not a single person is now coming forward makes me further believe it's all bullshit, period. While we respect, and this is the one that got them really mad, while we respect and support a survivor's decision whether or not to report an assault or pursue sanctions, we cannot take action against alleged perpetrators, whether they be individuals or organizations, without actionable evidence. That pissed them off so much. He also mentioned something in there about like, please stop destroying things. And that pissed them off so much. They're like, what evidence? The fuck is that? We're mad. Didn't you hear the news? We're really, really mad. Like this guy, this thing, whatever it is. I really don't, I'm guessing has a dick. Guessing. Not quite sure. But whatever, they just make it all up anyway at this point. So this thing says, by tone trolling people's response to sexual assault on your campus, you're contributing to the rape culture that exists here. UMass needs to issue an apology for this shameful email. What? The violent, because this is the one that got them mad. The violence exhibited yesterday by some in the crowd is not the answer. That pissed them off big time. Those who were responsible for the violence and damage will be charged per applicable. Good. That pissed them off. What? We have to be responsible? What? But we're angry. Day one of calling for UMass Amherst PD to publicly apologize for their officers' decision to side with the accused rapists. You heard that, UMass Amherst PD? You heard that? This BLT123 is on Twitter demanding you apologize. You going to do it? By the way, maybe he should tag them in it instead of just tagging UMass Amherst. But, the guy, he's calling for it publicly. He's publicly doing it. You need a public apology, or else this she is going to be, he's going to keep tweeting. Just know that. It's going to keep tweeting. Outside, 𝗧𝗂𝗃𝗲 participating in the protest against the rapists in there. The UMass police are going to continue to defend rape and sexual assault by trying to intimidate us. Are they going to do their job and search their house? He actually thinks that this is what they can do. They can just go in and search the house. Search for what? What are you looking for exactly? Cum shots? Like cum stains? I'm sure there's plenty of cum stains in that house. Believe me. What are you hoping to prove? What are you hoping to prove? Like what? Okay, and search their house. There's this thing called the Fourth Amendment, protects you from legal search and seizure. I know that you have no principles. You don't understand the concept of principles, so you don't understand that if we just got rid of the Fourth Amendment, that could come back to hurt you someday. You would not want the police to just be like, well, we're searching your house. Fuck it. Somebody accused you of something, so fuck your rights. Yeah. And like this guy writes, this was a good one. Due process is a system built within whiteness. That right there is all I need to see why universities should no longer exist, because this is what they teach them. Whiteness. What the fuck does that mean? A process built within whiteness. Do you understand how many black and brown people who have been accused of crimes have benefited directly from due process? Do you understand that? No, you don't, because you're a sheltered, privileged beta boy cuck, Charlie. That's what you are, you fucking idiot. And you should be ashamed because you're a joke. Meanwhile, in the comments, they're all like, just start throwing Molotovs. I'm going to shit on their lawn. Dead ass. Oh, yeah, that'll show them. Keep it up, UMass students. And this chick says, Karina says, think of all the poor girls, brothers and fathers. I think all the poor girls, brothers and fathers should be allowed in the frat with any weapon of choice personally. To be clear, this chick, I mean, she's not bad looking, but she's a raging cunt and a Nazi. Okay, like, let's be very clear about this. Karina Volpe is, in fact, a Nazi. Let me see if she has an open Facebook page. Can I call her? Let me message her. Yo. Okay, send her a message. These kids don't use Facebook these days anyway, so she's probably not going to see that. But yeah, just like fuck it. You should be able to enter her house and just fucking kill people. Any weapon you want. Yeah, whatever you want. Because I'm mad. I'm part of a mob. I'm against rape, so you should be allowed to do this. Okay. And this was my favorite part. She just shared a Turtleboy blog 2 weeks ago. And now she's on Turtleboy. I fucking hate Turtleboy. Turtleboy doxed me. He was so mean. Bitch, you didn't mind it when I was fucking doxing this motherfucker, did you? Yeah. I love it. I love it. Another chick writes, Tom says, like, looks like a witch hunt. He's like, Tom, do us all a favor and log the fuck off. Okay, she/her. Okay, Miss she/her. Log the fuck off. Sure thing, honey. Then this chick, Marcella Lucianna. Oh boy, where do you see her? Let's find her. Let me find her page. Marcella Lucianna. Where do you hear her voice? Did she take down her fucking page? Oh, she might have taken it down, or else she blocked me. Oh, that's a shame. Anyway, this is what she posts on. First of all, her comment was, "You can hear me scream, fuck 𝗧𝗂𝗃 at the end." Guys, everybody clap for it. You guys hear that? And that kind of sums up what these people are all about. Look at me. Did you hear me yell, fuck 𝗧𝗃? Yeah, pat me on the head. I'm against rape. Yeah, look at me. That's all this is. Just one performative thing. Like, look at me. I yelled, fuck 𝗧𝗃. I hate rapists. Yeah, look at me. Fuck 𝗧𝗃. Yeah, fuck them. I said the F word too. I really hate them. I really hate them. And you can, she's like, here it is. Oh my God. Some poor guy someday is going to have to pay her child support. That's a shame. That is a shame right there. Oh my God. She's going to be someone's ex-wife someday. That sounds awful. So there she is right there. Oh, gross. Look at the cellulite. Oh, it's disgusting. And people will say, why, you shouldn't make fun of your looks. Yep, you should. You should. Not that you should do it to an innocent person, of course, but if this woman's evil, she took part in an insurrection, she's a Nazi, and you should find the part about the person that they're most insecure about and mock it. So she has, she's young and she's already got wicked bad cellulite, which is really unfortunate. And you should laugh at that and you should mock it and you should point it out because she's not a good person. Now, I would not say to do this to like an innocent person. You should not make fun of the way they look, but she's not innocent. She's bad. And so you should try to hurt her feelings. And so maybe instead of, taking part in an insurrection, she should run a 5K. That's what I would do if I was her. I would get in a little better shape so I wasn't such a fat, useless piece of shit. And no, honey, this is not sexy. This is offensive. That is, oh my God. This is what she writes on Instagram. Fuck 𝗧𝗃. Fuck rape culture at UMass. Fuck the rapists themselves. Fuck UMass for allowing this to go on for years and giving out nothing but free passes and a few slaps on the wrist. Fuck Chancellor, whatever, for emailing the entire student body urging survivors to file official police reports when the majority of these filings violate them over. Yeah, why should they follow protocol and why should we afford due process? Fuck, I said fuck. So, I mean business. Forcing survivors to relive the experience, blah, 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 blah. Having cases ultimately end in dismissal or minimal punishment due to insufficient evidence. Yeah, that's a goddamn shame, isn't it? That's a goddamn shame when a lack of evidence exists and people aren't charged with crimes that, no evidence exists to convict them of. Fuck Amherst and Umass police for protecting rapist property more than they protect the survivors who do come forward. No one has come forward, dear. And what exactly are the Amherst police supposed to do, or the UMass police supposed to do, to prevent rape from happening? Like, do you want them to attach? Do you want the Amherst police to walk around and maybe maybe put a camera on your vagina? We can do that if you like. They can surveil your vagina if you'd like. We can have like a Patriot Act for your poon, a Patriot Poon Act, and we will follow you everywhere. And we're like, no, get that head out of there. Get that head out of there. She's not wet yet. Get it out. She's not ready. Is that what you want? What are the fuck are the Amherst police supposed to do about that? Fuck the fraternity brothers. who know exactly what is going on and don't blink an eye. Fuck the bystanders. You know, fuck all these people. The pussy police. Yeah, I like that. We can have the pussy police. We can deputize Amherst, the Amherst Pussy Patrol. That's what they can be. They will police your pussy. They can do that. The vaginal guard. Like, what? Build a wall around your vagina. I don't know. What the fuck do you want? This is insane. This is insane. So anyway, the pussy police. Fuck the ignored, me too, and the dismissal of cases coming forward. Fuck the institutions for the deceitful actions and alleged to provide accountability, but really only provide temporary solutions. Okay, fuck the system. Yeah, you're really mad. We get it. Let me see if we can find her on Instagram. I'm not really into Instagram. I don't fucking get it. Let me see what she is. What's her? Marcella Lucianna. Oh, is that why I couldn't find her before? I spelt it wrong. 2 N's. These fucking Italians. Is there an H in her name? What kind of name is that? Marcella or Marcella? No. Okay, nothing on Facebook that I see, at least. Maybe she took it down. Is this her? Nope. Let me try Instagram. What is it? Marcella Lucianna. MARCELLA. Lucci. Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, I mean, let's check out her Instagram real quick. Can you message people on Instagram? I don't know how it works. So here she is in all her glory. She's standing outside. There's her whole manifesto about fuck rape culture and posting all this stuff. And then we have, oh my God. Talk about just full of yourself. Oh my God. Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't unsee that. I can't unsee that. Please make it stop. Oh no. Oh, yikes. All right. Anyway, enough about her. Can I message her on this? Is there a message option? Let's see. Report user. No. Okay. Let's do a follow. She'll probably block me right after this. Now what do I? No, I can't change anything there. So you can't. Can I message people? I don't know. How does Instagram work? There's no message button. How do I message her? So tell me how to message her. I need help here. I'm Instagramly. I'm banned from Instagram, so I don't know how to use it. So I think this button at the top there, I'm guessing, has something to do with it. What are people saying? Looks like the Hawaiian Punch guy in Bristol. Oh, it's right next to her name? The little kite people are saying? I don't see a kite. Okay, she's a she, her. And what's this one? Justice? This is her story? Oh, that's an old one. What's this one? Okay. Up in the right corner. This one? Oh, I see. All right. I don't want my old messages to pop up. But then how do you... So how do I do it on her page? Like right here? That? No, we don't want that. I don't know. Okay, only not. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. That clears things up. All right. I know I'm a boomer. I don't fucking know how any of this shit works. I stick to Facebook and Twitter. They've never done me wrong. This is why we need a producer. Thank you, MJ. Also looking for producers still. All right. Anyway, so that's all that she writes. And then this other chick, Julia Morton. Oh my God, what a peach she is. So Julia Morton writes, news outlets, of course, portraying students is insane when cops were flashing their riot gear. They love protecting rapists. Oh, okay. Okay. Lots of people sharing opinions like this. If the frat wasn't a place that encouraged and allowed rape and violence, there are too many stories we hear about frats protecting property. And then she takes a picture of a guy up there. photo of a coward rape apologist filming the protest. Yeah, how dare he do that? How dare he do that? I love this picture. I say, bro. I kind of like this one. That's funny. So you can see her. So, by the way, this was her before feminism and UMass. She's from Wakefield. This is her after. Yeah, this is it after. Whatever gender it is. That is what UMass and gender studies does to the brain. Yikes. She was in this video here. You can see her. This is her right here. Anyway, so her and I went at it on Twitter today. Let me bring that up, actually. I will bring that up right now. Let me copy this girl's account to mine. She didn't block me yet. Okay, good. She hasn't blocked yet. And I got her like 12 new followers today, so she should thank me for that. Somebody's actually paying attention to her now. All right, let me pull this one up. So her name is Stupid Bitch, which is appropriate. And her and I, so she found out about the blog rather quickly and was not happy about it. This is what she tweets out. Let's see. This is what she writes. Look at this shit. Can you guys read that? Can I make that bigger? That's what she said. Look at this. Thanks so much, Turtleboy phone, for trying to post my name, description, and hometown to Reddit. Okay, I didn't post it to Reddit. Someone else did. I don't do Reddit either. But yes, I did. Welcome to fucking Turtleboy, hon. You joined a mob, you misbehaved, you sought attention, and now you got it, bitch, don't you? Now you got it. So I'm going to do that every single time. Making me a queer student a fucking target. I love when they say that, when they call themselves queer. I'm queer. I'm gender queer. What do you mean you're a target? How are you a target? You're a target for ridicule, absolutely, as you should be. You should be ridiculed, mocked, laughed at, not taken seriously by anyone in polite society. But I don't know what the fact that you know, that you're a lickalotopus, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Good for you. It explains the haircut for sure. But I don't know what that has to do with anything. So she says that, and then she writes another one. Disgusting. My photo attached to an article full of hate where I am called it thing. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh, people are like, you're a joke. You brought it on yourself. It's so true. She didn't know what she was doing. I think she calls herself like a teen too. She's like, oh my God, I'm just a teen. I'm just a teen. What else did she write on here? Anything else? Oh, so here's another one. She writes, Turtleboy phone, you're a disgusting excuse for a human who tries to target queer teenagers online. You're a fucking incel. What is an incel? That's another thing. It's like, is that QAnon? Because I'm not QAnon. I don't know what QAnon is yet. People always say I'm QAnon. I don't know what that is. Not an insurrectionist. Not a Q. She's an insurrectionist, but I don't know what that means. I guess I'm an incel, so that's not good. And I target queer teenagers. Oh, she's just a teenager, guys. She's not an adult anymore. She's just a queer teenager. And good. Yes. Welcome to the internet, you fucking idiot. Everyone's laughing at you. When you're older, I would hope that you'll, wake up and realize, man, I was fucking retarded back in the day. Whew, that was embarrassing. And she goes, I go, didn't you take part in a riot at a frat house? And then she goes, this is what she actually says. Can you guys read this? This is what she actually says. And she seems to mean it. She says, is there any proof of me even being near the violence other than a video of me walking away from it? Bitch, you're on video walking towards it. We just played it. You're fucking standing outside taking pictures, cheering it on. Yeah, there's lots of it, actually, now that you bring that up. How did anybody this stupid get into UMass Amherst? Like, what a joke that people this dumb are actually in college. What an absolute joke. People are like, yeah, we've seen it. there is actually video of you doing it. Yeah. That's not good. I think the problem is being 50 years old. Well, I'm 39, bitch. Give me a break. 39. Get it right. Is being 50-year-old doxing queer teenagers to other insults. So you can dox, you just can't dox gender queer or whatever teenagers. And I didn't dox you, bitch. You might not have noticed it, but your fucking name is in your handle. At Julia Morton. It took absolutely no research to find that out. I didn't post your fucking address or your phone number. I'm just like, I just clicked on your bio and I saw you're Julia Morton from Wakefield. Okay. It's all public. Here you are. Stupid. Dumbass. She say anything else? Oh, and then she finds this. She finds, this is what they love to find. So the 𝗏𝗏𝘃𝗀. We should play like fucking a song every time somebody cites this. She goes, what does she say? She goes, Turtleboy phone's a disgusting predator. So if you're new here, I used to be a high school teacher. I was a teacher at Shepherd Hill in Dudley, Charlton for 11 years. And I quit in 2014 to do what I do now, to turn Turtleboy into a business. Prior to me leaving, I was smeared in some blog called BuffaloBruises.com by a raging alcoholic and an actual racist named James Krieger, who basically James was later sued for defamation for $40,000 and had to take the blog down because he had a tendency to just kind of make shit up when he was hitting the bottle. And he said that I was like jerking off or masturbating like in front of thousands of people. Like nobody believed that at all. And so the person who wrote this article in the Turtlegram and Gazette is a guy named 𝗏𝗏𝘃𝗀, one of the biggest race baiting assholes ever were. He's a columnist, an opinion writer, not an actual journalist. He's since been fired because he's, incompetent, but it is up there. So in his opinion, I was, what do you say? I was, his alleged lewd and intimidating behavior toward a young woman at a Patriots Buffalo Bills game triggered an investigation by school officials at Shepherd Hill. Yeah, that never happened. There was no investigation. Like what they were actually investigating was whether or not I wrote the blog called Turtleboy Sports, which would have been problematic because my opinions are a little bit too hardcore for public education and don't align with the values of the Dudley Charlton Regional Public School District, and that's fine. But definitely the lewd allegations, yeah, that's not quite what happened. But go ahead and believe that if you want. I really don't give a shit. That's the best you can come up with, then you got nothing on me. All right. Anything else here? Anyone else I can make fun of? Oh, this fucking tool bag. We got to make fun of this guy. I fucking hate this. Talk about incel. This guy's an incel. This tool. This guy. So I guess he's the UMass reindeer. He's obviously a virgin. Just look at him. Boy. And he goes to like every game, hockey game and basketball game and football game. They don't really win many games in football or basketball. They're the national champs in hockey, but I guess he goes to all these games dressed as a reindeer. So he's like super fan. Good for him. A lot of school spirit. Yeah, guys like that, they don't get a lot of action though. And this is what, like, here's a video of him.
Hello, UMass Twitter. It's game day. You know what that means. The reindeer is going on. I have an announcement. Starting today at 11:12, I am putting this reindeer costume on. It will not come off until UMass is eliminated from the college basketball season. Go Minutemen.
Which I think happened like the next day, but so he's obviously a sports guy. Good for him, school spirit. But obviously this guy's not like active in anything. But now that it's the thing to do, now that he sees a mob, it's like, oh, this is cool. Other people are doing this. I know how I'm going to get a hand job. I am going to come out and be against rape. And then I'm going to virtue signal about it. And hopefully some chicks will see that. And then I'll finally get that hand job from the short-haired purple girl that I've been craving so badly. I know it's coming. And so he's on there posting about it. But my favorite by far was the fact that Barstool fucking Sports is talking about this. For those of you unfamiliar with Barstool Sports, it's been around since I was in college. Dave Portnoy is a little bit older than me. Him and I have an interesting, like he badmouthed me on Kirk's podcast one time. It's like that turtle fuck. You could tell I'm in his head a little bit because I've criticized ever since he sold the company. Dave made his bones with Barstool being edgy, like saying really edgy things. And he was funny. He's a very funny person. And people liked that because it was raw and it was real. And he said what the common man was thinking. It was by the common man for the common man. And he built this huge empire. And then in 2015 or 2016, he realized that I can make a lot more money. If, a company comes along and invests in it and just takes it to the next level, which the Churning Group did, and he's now a 49% owner in the company, so he's no longer gets to make all the decisions. He's the talent still. But they've hired so many people now, and they're in New York City, and they have all these podcasts, and they're trying to like market more to, they got rid of the Guess That Ass blog. That was a blog they used to do a lot, like just show a big fat ass, and you had to guess whose ass it was. That's how they built their brand. But they're like, no, that's offensive, and we don't want to offend people anymore. So now they've become Huffstool. And they're on the woke side of fucking everything now. Except the problem with that is everything before 2015 and 2016 that, Dave Portnoy said, it's all out there still. And the Deadspins and the feminists of the world, like they hated this guy. This guy was like public enemy number one of feminists. And he's most famous for saying, what was the exact quote? I'll just play it. This interview is fucking hilarious.
You posted the following on your site. I never condone rape, but if you're a size 6 and you're wearing skinny jeans, you kind of deserve to be raped.
Correct. I stand by that. I think it's a funny joke.
You think rape is funny?
No, I didn't say that. I think it's a funny joke.
Do you understand how offensive that is?
No, I obviously don't.
No, I obviously. See, that's funny. That's funny. I like that. And that's what made him who he was. That's how he built this. It's like, no, it's like, do you understand what's offensive? No, clearly I don't, or else I wouldn't be here right now because I said it and I don't get what's wrong with that. And, I'm big. I'm not the fucking tone police. Like if he wants to make edgy rape jokes or whatever, I'm not going to try to stop. Like I'll never try to tone police anyone. When you're in this line of work, you take chances sometimes, and sometimes you might go a little bit too far, but you got to look at the bigger, the body of work. And if you just take the most offensive thing you say and try to make that seem like that is what you're all about, that's not fair. That's not who he is. I don't think Dave Portnoy is a bad person. I don't think he wants to rape anyone, but he became a target for feminists. So remember, this is how Barstool Sports got founded. And now as part of like the rebrand or whatever, they have accounts at pretty much every campus because that is the big people like, you want to be Barstool. No, I don't. I don't want to be anything like Barstool. I want to be the opposite. Like Barstool specifically markets itself towards an 18 to 24-year-old crowd. And there will always be 18 to 24-year-olds. I used to be a big Barstool fan. And then you kind of grow out of it a little bit. You kind of grow out of it. And you're like, yeah, I don't really like a lot of this shit's just stupid. Like it's just so simple. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like I'm just not entertained by anything on Barstool Sports. I'll listen to the on Mondays during NFL season. I will listen to PFT just because I like their football recap. That's about it. And Kirk. I listen to Kirk, obviously. But he was before Barstool. Anyway, even Prez doesn't even tweet anything out interesting anymore. It's always just about stock market and stupid shit. And I don't know. It's kind of, they've lost their edge. But they're very successful and they have a niche. It's just not the market that I'm going towards. 18 to 24 is my smallest demographic. My biggest demographic is 35 to 44. I got all the fucking cougars. I got all the single moms. Like your mom, if you go to Umass, like your mom probably reads Turtleboy if she's hot. I'm telling you, they all do. And like 25 to 34 is the next one after that. And I think after that would be 45 to 54. Those are my three biggest groups. 18 to 24 is my smallest. So whatever. Like, I have no following on college campuses. Couldn't give a fuck less. Maybe I do now because of this incident. I don't know. But it just doesn't appeal to them. And so they have these fucking channels like Umass chicks. That's what they're going for. Remember, they're going for like, this is a blog for women too. They're not about that life anymore. And they're like, and so this is what they fucking tweet out. Daddy Gang. They call themselves Daddy Gang. That's the podcast, Call Her Daddy, which is literally just, it's one of the most popular podcasts in the world. And it was just, now it was two chicks. Now it's just one chick, basically talking about and describing the last blowjob she gave. That's the best summation of that show, or the last asshole, that she ate out, whatever. Like that's entertaining for them and good for them. They look up to her because she's 27, which to them is old. And they like that. And like, oh, you sucked 𝗏𝗁𝗃𝗃𝗃's dick? Oh, tell me all about it. Did you caress the shaft? Oh, can you make a joke about it? Oh, that you're so edgy. Women aren't supposed to talk about this stuff. You're so edgy. Oh, it's funny because you're a woman. Yeah. If a guy said if there was a podcast called like Call Her Mommy, and a guy said the same shit that they said, people were like, what the fuck is this? So you're just two horny guys being disgusting? That podcast is only popular because like women aren't supposed to talk about that shit, but they do anyway because they're edgy. So anyway, as you can see, this is what they actually wrote out. I mean, it's a joke. You're working for a company that's just built itself on rape jokes and being offensive, and now you're a fan of a blowjob show. That's all you are. And they actually decide, now they're serious though. They're serious now. They go, Umass chicks. In case you're wondering, Umass chicks stands in solidarity in support of all survivors of sexual assault and harassment, as well as the UMass Amherst community. You work for Barstool Sports, honey. Stop it. Although we are not affiliated in any way with the university, we understand and recognize the history of sexual violence and rape culture. Nobody in the world has been accused of fostering rape culture more than Barstool Sports. I know it was a little bit before your time, but they made a lot of money having things called blackout parties, literally blackout parties, in which you get so drunk that you black out and have sex with whoever, doesn't matter, because you're blacked out. Like, what? And rape culture and support for victims and survivors has not always been available. We also understand and want everyone to be aware of how dangerous it can be for the community to stay silent, and we applaud everyone who's taken part in shedding the light on the blah, blah, blah. I implore all the protesters to remain nonviolent. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they will at the protests in the upcoming days. If we're going to fight for change, it should be done correctly. Again, there's nothing to change. We have zero tolerance for abuse and assault of any kind. Thank God for clearing that up, guys. I needed to know where Umass chick stood on, like, what percentage do you support abuse and rape? 5%? 10%? 8.5%? Oh, zero. They have 0% support for. Thank you for clarifying that, Umass chicks. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. And again, whatever. This is all so stupid. This is just fake perform. And then Umass has 71,000 followers on Instagram. They have a link to the change.org petition. Because again, it's just, if Barstool Sports is joining your protest, then you're not raging against the machine. You are the machine. You're part of the establishment now. You are the mob. It doesn't take bravery to join this. It takes bravery to stand up to it. I'm fucking brave because I will call out your shit. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. People will post all this shit about me. They've been doing it for years. I'm fucking Teflon. I'm untouchable. Don't you understand that? I'm invincible. I lived in a house of COVID. I'm the only one not vaccinated, and I don't wear a mask, and I couldn't get it because even COVID can't get to me, motherfucker. I'm untouchable. They've done all the worst to me. Death threats. 1 million fucking people have sued me. I got fucking cans of soup mailed to me from psychopaths in Enfield, Connecticut. In the mail. That happened. I have people who fucking send out flyers Lunatics like Mike Gaffney sending out flyers to every fucking house in my town of 20,000 saying this guy is a sexual deviant. And guess what? I'm still fucking here. I'm still doing my thing and I'm never going anywhere. Ever. You can't touch me. You can't touch me. It doesn't take bravery to do what you did. It takes bravery to do what I did, motherfucker. I'm the brave one now. And people like, I'd like to see, I got some asshole on Twitter telling me, oh, I'd like to see you do that at Brian Long's tailgate. Oh, I'll come there. I got no problem going to his tailgate and saying it right to your fat, ugly face, motherfucker. But I also have events all the time, public events. I broadcast it. I'm going to be here at this time. Nobody ever shows up. I wish a motherfucker would. I wish they would. Why don't they ever show up? Because they're fucking fake. They're fake and they're bullshit. And yeah, fuck all these assholes. All right. I think that's about it for my rant there. Anybody have any questions or anything? I'd like to know. I'm going to keep following this story. It just really pissed me off. Again, I didn't even like Theta Chi in college. So this is that's another thing. I'm going out on a limb. I'm defending the Flanders Theta guy. I'm defending him. But if anybody from Theta Chi wants to talk anonymously, on the record, off the record, they can set the tone. I'm interested in actually knowing what's happening there. Maybe they have some video of the protesters that I can show that nobody's seen. Because I'm sure they feel very silenced, like they can't talk because they'll be attacked. Talk through me. Send me your shit. You can email turtleboysports@gmail.com. If you're on Facebook, I know kids your age don't really use Facebook. I'm Clarence Woods Emerson. That is my Facebook name, or whatever. So that's how you can reach me. All right. Any questions, guys? Untouchable. You got that right. Cannot be touched. Invincible. I stood next to Ryan Waters in a courtroom and didn't die from his smell. So true. The soup. Yeah, we all remember that soup. It was the Italian wedding one, too. Tons of fucking meatballs in there and shit. Exactly. Portnoy would have fired people like that 5 years ago. He would have fired a lot of people. Remember they had like an insurrection within Barstool like last summer? All those whiny cunts like Willie Colon. Oh, Prez said the N-word in the Ja Rule song and no, I'm fucking hurt. Then quit, motherfucker, you fat piece of shit. You played in the NFL and you're crying about fucking hurt feelings and the N-word? Shut the fuck up. People like Liz Gonzalez didn't work for Barstool Sports 5 years ago. I think you nailed the Petito kids. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. A lot of people, that was another thing people took offense to. They're like, you're shitting on the dead. Yeah, fuck right. Fuck right. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm not shitting on her. I'm shitting on the things that led to her death. And that is narcissism and social media narcissism. Like, look at me. Anybody who posts that shit on Facebook about like, oh, look at us. We're such a happy couple. Yeah, we're a family. We're going to get married and I'm so in love. I never thought I'd find true love, but then I found it with him. We're so happy together. Yeah. If you see those people, the second that fucking camera goes down, they're fighting about something and they're swearing at each other and it's ugly. And that's what happened with that thing is those two people. You saw it with the traffic stop video. Those were two, people with issues who should not have been together, but were because they wanted to like impress a bunch of strangers on social media. Okay. Come visit us. I'd love to come visit 𝗏𝗏𝘃. I haven't been to 𝗏𝗏𝘃 in years, man. I need to get up there and visit. Meet the brothers there. I haven't been there in quite some time. There's a lot of 𝗏𝗏𝘃 guys. We had a golf tournament. The Turtleboy golf tournament in July. A couple 𝗏𝗏𝘃 alumni won it. So there we go. I still talk to a lot of the brothers. Any other questions, guys? Do a show from 𝗏𝗏𝘃. I should do a show from 𝗏𝗏𝘃. Maybe I'll do that, actually. A live show from the house. If they'll have me, if there's any 𝗏𝗏𝘃 kids listening, I'll do a show from your house. That'd be cool. If you guys got good Wi-Fi. Oh, relax, Karen. What is that on your face, Karen? Are you licking your lips? What are you even doing there, Karen? That's disgusting. Clean up your act. Okay. We're all watching in Iceberg now. Nice. Yeah. Right next to UMass School of Management. I mean, right next to the frat. Who the hell would ever go to a blackout party? People went. I mean, that's the thing about this rape culture. Like all those people you saw outside of Theta Chi, that's not UMass. Those people all live in Orchard Hill in Central. Those are where losers like live, like disgusting people. Like the fun people are all in Southwest. I guarantee nobody outside of that fucking house lives in Southwest. None of them. They're too busy having a good time. The people that's the Orchard Hill Mafia you saw out there. Fat, unfuckable losers. That's all that was. People in no danger of being raped. None. Have they found the boyfriend yet of Gabby? I cannot believe they haven't found this motherfucker. Where could he be? How do you go off the grid for that long? How's he surviving? What money does he have? Like, how is nobody noticing him? Crazy, right? But I'm dead serious. Like, I will do that. I will do a show at 𝗲𝗃𝗃 if they'll have me. Message me on Facebook or email, whatever. I'll gladly do one from there. And I'll let them know I'm there too. That's the thing. I'm not the kind of guy that like not going to let the mob know. Oh, I'm there. Come and protest me, please. I don't give a shit. Betty's in Mexico. How do you get into Mexico? I mean, I guess it's pretty fucking easy. I've seen Del Rio. You can just walk back and forth across the fucking river, apparently, and that's our border. Let's go find laundry. Let's not. He'll show up. You can't hire for that long. And yes, you can support me whenever. All right. Anything else, guys? It's been a good show. Good rant here. I was in the mood tonight. Tomorrow, remember, if you join Turtle Club tomorrow, I got another show coming up for Turtle Club. You got to be a member to join. You can $15 a month. You get the streams and shit like that. You get special things that nobody else gets. Access to some blogs that other people don't get. So you can join that. And you're just supporting what I do in general. So that's cool too. Yeah, you can come support me if we have that for sure. All right, guys. So I guess that's it. Again, if anybody has any information on this story that they want to share with me, Clarence Woods Emerson on Facebook or email turtleboysports@gmail.com. All right. And we'll talk later. Peace, Turtle Riders.